Guten Abend. Wir sind der Jigsaw aus Portugal und ich spreche kein Deutsch. So I have no idea what Aiko was saying there for 5 minutes. As far as I'm concerned, he was planning how to chop us up after the concert. You never know. We begin with a happy song from the Happy Days. This one is called Of Those Who Know You're Right. When the wind betrays you, you feel the same. Like those who sculpt their hearts of fire. And this is the age of tender loss. This is the age of tender pain. Of those who know you're right. I've been blending with mirrors. I've been sleeping with those trees. Like those who sculpt their hearts of fire. And this is the age of tender loss. This is the age of tender pain. Of those who know you're right. 'Cause you're right. And this next one, it's a song that might involve a bit of alcohol. It's called Dreams and Feathers. Yeah, that's just wrong. Clapping for alcohol, shame on you. One glass of wine will make me stay. 2 glasses of wine make me go away, away. Glasses of wine, everybody thinks you're funny, except maybe your mother. That's a very close, close friend. And all your hopes are dreams and feathers. And all you lose are dreams and feathers. Seeing how wrong I was, making you go away. I should have never let you go away. All your hopes, dreams and feathers, my, and all you lose are dreams and feathers. I don't need, and the lovers I forgot, well, they all write me letters. Please, please, come back. And it hurts, and it really hurts to know you're a crow. remember. All your hopes, dreams and feathers, my, all you lose, dreams and feathers. Oh mama, all your hopes, dreams and feathers. Oh my, all you lose, dreams and feathers. You know, generally people say they love you, but they never bring you cake. You know, they come around saying, yes, I love you, yes, where's the cake? But as it so happens, I've been surprised here in Bremen. Because I was telling in another concert about how I was looking about for marzipan and I couldn't find it. And my good man, just at the end, he brought me marzipan today. Thank you so much. I will feast on that later. Yes, claps for the marzipan man. Yes, and the first time when we arrived in Bremen about 3 weeks ago, I went up to the Aldi market and they had lots of marzipan because it was the end of Easter. And I thought, I'm not just gonna take now everything, I'm just gonna take one little leg of marzipan. And then I went back there 5 days later and there was no marzipan. I almost cried. So tonight, my good friend bringing me marzipan kind of remembers my mother. And you know, today's a special day for mothers. Unfortunately, our mothers are far, 4,000 kilometers far away from us. So we're probably gonna dedicate them this song. It's actually one of the favorites from my mother. It's called God Was Sleeping. And it's the B-side to the single, The Strangest Friend. Oh, your feet so tender, crossing through the pines, underneath the leaves, there are palms for your ankles, underneath the leaves, there are palms of your ankles. Just to meet me. You came here just to meet me. I laughed while God was sleeping. The devil was on his way. Yes, he was. The devil was on his way. I fell with my knees to the floor, filling the ground with my hands. I was looking for the pages of my book, torn apart. I held a candle to your face, so I could see your heart had changed. Then I turned to the road and went on my way. his way. Yes, he was. The devil was on his way. I'm more relaxed because I know you like dark songs. And it's only going darker from here. It's going dark with the hat. Yes, my good friend Heiko is going to pass the hat around now. Don't be afraid of the hat. It's not going to bite a lot. Yes, go ahead. Go, give him the hat. When Heiko's not passing the hat around, he's wearing it as a sombrero. He's the Mexican kind of guy.
I bought it yesterday, it's a new one. So the old one's gone, it's there. As that can be.
So I'm afraid that Heiko couldn't get a dark hat. It would make sense. And yes, I was telling you that it's a dark album and everything had to be dark. And while we were recording the album and writing the songs, the idea to the lyrics of the next one, they came to me while I was cruising around town until I saw this huge pine tree that was filled up to the top with white doves. And when I passed by the pine tree, they all flew away together in a flock. And that reminded me of a poem by the French writer Rimbaud, and I thought, now what a great idea for a song. But alas, me, Jory, and Susanna, we would not have a bird such as a white dove in the album. So we changed the nature of the bird. So the song is called The Crow Covered Tree. And it's the sickest thing now here in Bremen. Every single day when I wake up, I hear the damn crows. You got about 1 million crows living outside our apartment. I just imagine how many in Bremen. And this is a song about a dream within another dream. Under my chin, my hands have been waiting to wake me from the strangest dream. Looming thought was lurking in my head. Dr. Death came to visit us again with my lungs tangled in my thoughts. I'll lean back against the pillow. I would make my way back to sleep once more. It just takes some time to find out that the mountains you break. It just takes some time to find out they're the least of what's there to break. Found myself in the same dream from where I left a lifetime ago. And I was sitting at the end of the bed, waiting for me to wake up. just takes some time to find out that the bombs you play, and time, if anything, has been my good friend in this. And time, if anything, has been turning back, turning back until I break the crow cover tree outside the room. The crow cover tree outside the room. The crow cover tree outside the room. They've been asleep for days. And this new album that we are presenting here, Drunken Sailors and Happy Pirates, it's a concept album about the construction of the identity, of how you get to be what you are. And it is a metaphor for the people that changed us. This next one was inspired in the great Emperor Nero. And since this is the last show we're going to play with Daniel and Sara, we're going to dedicate this one to Sara. And obviously say something nice in Finnish, Ota kuolla Sara. So the song is called The Last Waltz. She was dancing in the Colosseum. That's when I found she was asking my head, oh lover, please give me one last waltz. Rome was burning down, and the clouds were growing darker, and the sky was mocking me with his dagger. She spoke in verse, my dear lover, the flame. You asked for me. You begged from me. Go away. Winter rain. I ran with my head in my hands just to prove my faith. She was running wild through the alleys, the streets, and the Colosseum. I did my best, hoping I just couldn't fool me. Oh, go away, winter rain. I rambled my head in my hands just to prove my faith. She was running wild through the alleys, the streets, and the Colosseum. I did my best as I kneel and pray to the steps of every guy. Leave us, winter rain. All I beg from you is time for one last waltz. And one of our drunken sailors in Happy Pirates is actually a German writer. And he said this one thing that really, really amazed me. And that's, I suppose, why I like that you are all sitting down, or almost all. And that why we are sitting down. He said, I will wait for death sitting down. She will take her time, and she will crawl. And there's a song about this guy in the album. It's called Remember When. And it was inspiring that German writer, Nietzsche. This next one is about another writer, a Russian one. It's about the end of the life of Tolstoy. When he reached the age of 82, he decided he wanted to see the world. And so he did. He left by train. By the fourth train stop, he died. Guess death took the train. Meanwhile, crazed with sorrow and despair and grief, his wife threw herself down the well. And we thought, what a magnificent story for a dark album. So we wrote this song inspired on that. It's called No More. Breaking on my baby like a newborn rain. No more do I sing of things that I left untold. Friend of mine said, when a window closes and always finds it dark. So I found the door to my house, and I went inside. And I built myself a window there. When it was finally done, I carved my hands on the ledge. Stood there for a while and went away. My dear wife said, please don't go. My dear wife said, don't take that road away from me. herself down the line. This well was so deep when she hit rock bottom. I was already there, building myself a window. When it was finally done, I carved my hands on the ledge, stood there for a while. I felt the rain falling just outside. No more will I dream of dreams better left asleep. No more will I dream of dreams better left asleep. A friend of mine say, when a window closes, Wallace finds a door. And I forgot to tell you, this album also has a connection to a lot of connections to Germany. There's another one, the song "Last Waltz" that we played. The upright bass to that song was actually recorded in Berlin. And we also used a lot of keyboards we bought in Germany. Because your second-hand market for old vintage equipment from the 50s and the 60s is amazing. When we knew we were coming to Germany, it was Christmas time for us. We just got ourselves in eBay. And tomorrow, while we return, well, we don't return, while we're going to Switzerland, it's the only day, actually, that we don't have a concert. And we have to pick up 4 new instruments. Not, well, new with 50 years, 70 years. I guess Sophie will have to do the driving outside the van. But let's go now to another capital. This is not our song. And if you've been inside a disco or turned on the radio in the last 30 years, you probably heard this one. If not, shame on you. London calling to the underworld. Come out of the cup, all you boys and girls. London calling, now don't look at us. Engine stop running and the wheat is running thin. The nuclear era, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning and die. Oh, I live by the river. London calling to the invitation song. Forget it, brother, you can go at it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and draw another breath. London calling, and I don't want to shout, but while we were talking I saw you running out. London calling, see we ain't got no high, except for the one of the yellowy eye. The ice age is coming, the sun is imminent. Engines stop running and the wheat is running thin. The nuclear era, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning and die. Oh, I live by the river. How was I to? Well, how was I to? And you know, some of it was true. And I would like to invite on stage two friends of ours, beautiful Sarah and the strange Daniel. Yeah, we've been touring for 4 weeks now. Javi says it seems like 4 months. I feel it's like 4 years. And since this is the last show, and as Daniel put it, we like dark songs, and we wanted them to be a part of this. Darkland Princess, and well, Dark Man here. En die nächste lied is Ein Lied vom Tod. But that's not my fault. It was inspired in a book by John Steinbeck. This is a song from Like the Wolf. And it was the first single. It's called Red Pony. Ready, boys? Princess? Rock on. stranded against a door. Follow the sun's real, well then the dream is over. And oh my, I am a stranger to you. What about the moon? Well, that's mine and mine to steal. What about the moon? Well, that's mine and mine to steal. Red, red pony, oh you stand upon my door. Red, red pony, oh you stand upon my door. All right. Let's sing, why let's sing the good old days. Well, let's just bring them back and hear them on the hi-fi stereos. What about the moon? Well, that's mine and mine to steal. What about the moon? Well, that's mine, mine to steal. All right, boys. Red, red pony, while you stand upon my door. Red, red pony, oh you stand by my door. All right. Than you do. It's called The Strangest Friend, and that is the strangest friend, that's silence. Just before we go, to the latecomers, we are at Jigsaw. This is Jory, I'm Jean-Rouy. And I will not ask for cake, because I already got my marzipan. And obviously take my time to thank Aiko for beginning this circuit, Songs and Whispers. Great job there. I have no idea where you are because I'm just blind. But thank you, Aiko. This is not the commercial moment, but we are like public service. We just lie. We are selling CDs if you want to buy CDs or the vinyl. It's the closest thing you will get to a book. And it's white. Until we meet again. We're all strangers here. There's rust in our feet from the lies we've been told. There's a silence to every man who knows more than he does. He's the strangest friend that we could pray for. He knows too much. Last night death stood by my door with a book in her hands. So I sat and read a story to be heard, a hymn to be sung for all those who dust in their bones. Laugh if you will, cry not weakness, it's trust. So I turned to the holy book and I drank all I could. The silence within told me to stop. This could be the end of your hope. So please go home, my love, with the days you got left. All the lies you can tell. You'll never be free again. But what a magnificent thought, to forget all you've read. And I'm the strangest friend in whom you should trust, while we wait for the end. I'll tell you what I know, of a story to be heard, a hymn to be sung, for all those with dust in their bones. Laugh if you will, cry if you must. This is not weakness, it's trust. So if death stands by your door with a book in her hands, pray you may forget the story that you've heard and the hymn that you've sung. All those with dust in their bones, laugh if you will, cry if you must. This is not weakness, it's trust. For all those with dust in their bones, for all those with dust in their bones, story that you've heard, hymn that you sung. This is not weakness, it's trust. Thank you. You are all mad. Which is a good thing, because this is a song about madness. And since it's a song about madness, we thought we should have it in a cassette. And we have the cassette right there. I heard just now the laughter of someone with an old car, with an updated stereo system. I'm with you, buddy. I also have an old car. It's time to feed my baby. And this cassette has a lot of new songs that are not in the album. And it's called I've Been Away for So Long. Stranger's fever began tolling in my mind. All evil came back to haunt me This dream is but a whisper. Down losing it. I've been away for so long. I carved your name in the palms of my hands, and I've grown wings in spite of this dark side of me. The sins underneath my skin, they know I hide so very well. This drunken heart, he won't cry. He won't cry. He won't cry. And I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I've been away for so long. I've been away. This dream is but a whisper. And I'm losing it. I've been away for so long. I've been away for so long. And I will leave you with a happy song from the road. And this one surely has a connection to Germany. It was written in an old keyboard we bought from Germany. The first day it arrived, it was working all right. And Jari actually wrote the first lines to the song. And then we took the keyboard to our studio, our rehearsal room. We call it the Blue House. And it suddenly broke down. And we got it fixed. It cost more than the actual keyboard. And then we took it to the studio to record the song. And then it broke down again. Again, the repair cost more than the original keyboard. And as we speak, it's in the repair shop again. And there's another keyboard in this song, an old Vermona that we also bought from here. That one was really built in Germany. And the day before we left to the studio, the last rehearsal, it was just turned on. We weren't even playing on it. It was just there. It began burning. Black, thick smoke coming out of there. And it was such an important keyboard for the album. It only did one sound, but it was perfect. Later on, I had to get in contact with anyone from Vermont. The company now only builds beat boxes and drum boxes and other strange drum boxes or things. So I got in contact with a very old and nice man, and he was kind enough to send me the blueprints of the keyboard and the chip that was missing, and I got it fixed. And then in our trip down, we bought another Vermona, but this one was from a Russian guy, also from eBay. And I was with him on the phone, asking him in English where we could pick up the keyboard. And he said in Leipzig, but then he said, you have to speak German or Russian. I said, well, I can't. And I said, I can speak to you in Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, but not German. He said, no, German or Russian. We got there, we bought the keyboard, and it was broke. Again, with that. Then we passed by, what was the town of the other one, the brown one, the Filigarda? Yeah, I can't remember either. Well, anyway, it was a piano teacher. We got there, and she had this very old keyboard. And it was a really cheap one. And later I found out that the guys from Portishead, they also have one of these. And I was asking, she asked me while I was there picking up the organ, why do you want this? I only use it when it's not raining outside. And I won't take the real piano outside, I just take the brown old organ. I said, well, because this only has one sound, but it's amazing. It's an amazing sound. And she looked at me bewildered. She knew there was something wrong with us. But still we took it, and it's in a lot of songs of the album. And well, that's just to explain you that in the album we recorded 27 different instruments. It's crazy. And this one has a lot of them. I mean, for us to play this song like it is in the album, we needed about maybe 25 people on stage. Yeah, about that. It's called The Devil is on My Trail. So I can feast, and I'll bet you bring down the rain, so you'll follow me no more. Oh, my devil's on my trail. On my trail. And so you ask me, is this enough to make you bleed? The night is all I need to make my leave from you. Footsteps beneath my skin, moving fast, closing in. Son, you can pray, and you will. Either way, faith slips from me. But oh my, the devil's on my trail. Oh, Dankeschön.